With this, Laertes thrust the bow away from him and left it upright against the massy timbered door, with one arrow aslant across the horn. As he went down to his chair, he heard Antinous' voice rising. "What is that you say? It makes me burn. You cannot string the weapon. So, here is a bow to break the heart and spirit of many strong men. Crushing thought! You were not born, you never had it in you, to pull that bow or let an arrow fly. But here are men who can and will." He called out to the goatherd Melanthius, "Kindle a fire there, be quick about it. Draw up a big bench with a sheepskin on it, and bring a cake of lard out of the stores. Contenders from now on will heat and grease the bow, will try it limber, and bring off the shot." Melanthius darted out to light a blaze, drew up a bench, threw a big sheepskin over it, and brought a cake of lard. So one by one the young men warmed and greased the bow for bending, but not a man could string it. They were whipped. Antinous held off. So did Eurymachus, suitors in chief, by far the ablest there. Two men had meanwhile left the hall, swineherd and cowherd in companionship, one downcast as the other. But Odysseus followed them outdoors, outside the court, and coming up said gently, "You, herdsman, and you too, swineherd, I could say a thing to you, or should I keep it dark? No, no, speak, my heart tells me. Would you be men enough to stand by Odysseus if he came back? Suppose he dropped out of a clear sky as I did. Suppose some god should bring him. Would you bear arms for him or for the suitors?" The cowherd said, "Ah, let the master come. Father Zeus, grant our old wish. Some courier guide him back. Then judge what stuff is in me and how I manage arms." Likewise Eumaeus fell to praying all heaven for his return, so that Odysseus, sure at least of these, told them, "I am at home, for I am he. I bore adversities, but in the 20th year I am ashore in my own land. I find the two of you, alone among my people, longed for my coming. Prayers I never heard except your own, that I might come again. So now what is in store for you I'll tell you. If Zeus brings down the suitors by my hand, I promise marriages to both, and cattle, and houses built near mine. And you shall be brothers in arms of my Telemachus. Here, let me show you something else, a sign that I am he, that you can trust me. Look, this old scar from the tusk wound that I got boar hunting on Parnassus, Autolycus' sons and I." Shifting his rags, he bared the long gash. Both men looked and knew, and threw their arms around the old soldier, weeping, kissing his head and shoulders. He as well took each man's head and hands to kiss, then said, to cut it short, else they might weep till dark, "Break off, no more of this. Anyone at the door could see and tell them. Drift back in, but separately at intervals after me. Now listen to your orders. When the time comes, those gentlemen, to a man, will be dead against giving me bow or quiver. Defy them. Eumaeus, bring the bow and put it in my hands there at the door. Tell the women to lock their own door tight. Tell them if someone hears the shock of arms or groans of men in hall or court, not one must show her face, but keep still at her weaving. Philoetius, run to the outer gate and lock it, throw the crossbar and lash it." He turned back into the courtyard and the beautiful house, and took the stool he had before. They followed one by one, the two hands loyal to him. Eurymachus had now picked up the bow. He turned it round, and turned it round before the licking flame to warm it up, but could not even so put stress upon it to jam the loop over the tip, though his heart groaned to bursting. Then he said grimly, "Curse this day, what gloom I feel, not for myself alone, and not only because we lose that bride. Women are not lacking in Achaia, in other towns, or on Ithaca. No, the worst is humiliation, to be shown up for children measured against Odysseus, we who cannot even hitch the string over his bow. What shame to be repeated of us after us." Antinous said, "Come to yourself. You know that is not the way this business ends. Today the islanders held holiday, a holy day, no day to sweat over a bowstring. Keep your head. Postpone the bow. I say we leave the axes planted where they are. No one will take them. No one comes to Odysseus's hall tonight. Break out good wine and brim our cups again. We'll keep the crooked bow safe overnight. Order the fattest goats Melanthius has brought down tomorrow noon, and offer thigh bones burning to Apollo, god of archers, while we try out the bow and make the shot."